tó Thursday ọjọ́ kẹsàn-án nínú oṣù kẹrin ọdún 2026 mo tún kí gbogbo èèyàn wa káàkiri ibi tí ẹ bá ti gbọ́ ohùn mi láti iléeṣẹ́ wa Koikimedia náà ni àtúnika wá fún àwọn èèyàn wa ní àwọn update bí nǹkan ṣe lọ lọ́tún lọ́sì. Mo kí gbogbo wa pé àkúṣẹ́ ní àdẹ̀kọ́ àtàárọ̀ ní gbogbo ibi tí ẹ bá ti wò wá ní àgbáyé, torí ilé ayé náà ó wà very revolve káàkiri. Mo kẹ́yìn wa pẹ́ krọ́lẹ̀ ṣé dáadáa ni mo dé báyìí, àlàáfíà lèmi náà wà. Mo kí àtóbí mi lọ́mọ pé kọ́lọ́run kó bá mi foríjì, kó bá mi tẹ̀sáfẹ́fẹ́ rẹ̀, kó wá foríjì gbogbo àwọn òkú tó ti kú náà ní gbogbo ìdílé kọ̀ọ̀kan káàkiri. Kọ́lọ́run kó jọ àwa tá kù lórí ilẹ̀ ayé, kó jẹ́ kí a pẹ́, kó dẹ̀ fún wa ní ẹ̀mí gígùn àtàlàáfíà. Nígbà tí bá rántí ìyá mi ní gbogbo gbà, màá ní ọlẹ́ ni mò ń jẹ lénìí, torí tí kò bá ń ṣe ọlá tiẹ̀, irú olúwẹ̀ náà bóyá oríṣiríṣi tí a lè sọ bọ̀ ṣá máa dúpẹ́ náà ni. So nígbàrá wa lásìkò torí aago 8 ó ti lù ní London. Tí a bá wò padà sẹ́yìn 1 2 3 4 5 aago 3 ní Amẹ́ríkà. Àwọn tó wà l'Amẹ́ríkà nísìn àwọn ṣì wà lẹ́nu iṣẹ́, àwa tá wà ní UK àwa ti yá wọṣẹ́. Mo kẹ́yìn àwọn abẹ́ṣẹ́ wọlé, mo kí bàbá mi Warij, mo kí Adémọ́lá Lékan, my humble lecturer ọmọ bàtà, mo kí yín bẹ́ṣẹ́ wọlé ẹjọ́ ẹ máa kíra yín kẹ̀dẹ̀ máa farabalẹ̀ kájọ jókòó, torí kò sẹ́ni tó kúkú mọ̀ tán, olúwẹ̀ náà ń gbìyànjú náà ni. So nígbàrá wa lásìkò, màá dẹ̀ fi jẹ́ kí àǹfààní àti pè wọlé. Broadcast yẹn 2 hours ni a máa fi ṣe. Láàárín 2 hours yẹn ìntàbásọ náà kọ́lọ́run kó bá wa fi àlùbáríkà sí. Mo kí gbogbo àwọn ẹlẹ́sìn káàkiri ibi tí olúkálùkù wa bá nígbàgbọ́ sí. Mo kí àwọn àfáà, mo kí àwọn pásítọ̀, mo kí àwọn babaláwo, mo dẹ̀ kí gbogbo àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá ní Brazil, ní Malaysia, ní Singapore, China, torí rántí àwọn ọbẹ̀ yẹn bọ́mọ Yorùbá náà pọ̀ ní gbogbo area yẹn. Mo kí àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá tó ń bẹ ní Africa, ní Ghana, Cote d'Ivoire, Sierra Leone, káàkiri. So èmi náà máa sáré pín ètò yẹn, ẹ̀yin náà lè bá mi pín. Tá bá jọ pín á jẹ́ kí iṣẹ́ náà kó tètè yá. So láàárín ìṣẹ́jú 3 ẹ jẹ́ ká jọ pín. Mo kí bàbá wa Lawal Abdulmaruf, mo kí ní Kwara State, mo kí ní Kogi, mo kí Londo, mo kí l'Èkìtì, Ọ̀yọ́, mo kí ní Ogun State, Lagos àtọ̀ṣun. Mo á kí gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá tó ń bẹ ní North, àwọn tó ń bẹ ní Middle Belt àtàwọn tó ń bẹ ní South East of Nigeria. Mo kí gbogbo àwọn ọba wa náà pé a kí wọn láti iléeṣẹ́ wa. A kí ẹni tí kò nífẹ̀ẹ́ sí ní tá à ń ṣe lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ náà, torí àwọn kan ló tẹ̀ ti sọ àwọn kò sí tó kàn wọ́n mọ́ nǹkan. Kọ́lọ̀ wá bá wa fọ̀run kẹ́ Comrade Austin tí wọ́n jáde láyé ní Àkókò local government. Jíjà àti múmu lọ bá lọ, àmọ́ bí gbogbo a ṣe mọ̀ wọ́n ní accident, wọ́n dẹ̀ gbàbẹ̀ lọ. Kọ́lọ̀ kó tẹ́ wọn sáfẹ́fẹ́ rẹ̀. Ní weekend yìí fáwọn tí kò bá mọ̀, appreciation bíi program party ó máa ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Yewa. Àwọn ìfẹ́lódò àpapọ̀ security agency 5 local government ní Yewa local government ni wọ́n ní kẹwàá bá wọn ṣe ayẹyẹ pẹ̀lú olóyè. Bàbá olóyè náà ìyẹn Gbowó ó máa lọ sí Kogi State ìyẹn ní next week. So lot of development is coming and is happening very very fast. So ká tètè tẹ̀síwájú. Interface sọ̀rọ̀ lórí náà, òun náà ni a ti fi ṣe àkọlé ètò tí ẹ ti ń wò yẹn. Nígbà tèmi náà bá ti wá ń share, ẹ̀yin náà bá mi máa sáré pín sódà kó lè kárí ilé, kó lè tó wá jẹ. Iṣẹ́ wa fúnlẹ̀ wá, forílẹ̀ ibi wá, ká gbéga kàgbéga falérí ìgbàgbọ́ wa ni pé bá ti bẹ̀rù làbọ̀ mọ́ ká ṣiṣẹ́ ká jọlá ìṣọ̀kan àtòmìnira ní kẹ́jẹ́ ká máa lépa tẹ̀síwájú fọ̀pọ̀ ire àtòhun tó dára ọmọ Oòduà dìde bọ́ sípò ẹ̀tọ́ rẹ ìwọ ni ìmọ́lẹ̀ ògo adúláwọ̀. Lágbára Ọlọ́run bí mo ti ṣe sọ internet wa máa better mo ti receive nǹkan pè ní router tó jẹ́ bí one of the most important part of any internet services ní United Kingdom so láìpẹ́ láì jìnnà wọ́n kàn máa activate tó bá ti activate a lè máa ṣe TikTok a lè kó gbogbo platforms wa a wà ní ojú kan so that gbogbo àwọn tí wọ́n láǹfààní àti máa rí wa wò bọ́ ní tá à ń ṣe ni pé tá a bá parí program à ń gé náà ẹ̀ a gbé lọ sí orí TikTok àwa nìkan la lè ṣe béèyàn kan bá gbé fídíò mi iléeṣẹ́ Koikimedia wọ́n máa kàn sí yín àbí kí YouTube náà kàn sí yín tẹ́ bá gbé lórí Facebook wàhálà bẹ́ gbé sórí látòrí YouTube wàhálà ẹ má lò ẹ bá wa share link ẹ jẹ́ káwọn èèyàn wá níbi tá a wà kọ́ wa gbọ́ ohun tí à ń sọ a fẹ́ jẹ́ kéèyàn kankan lo fídíò wa mọ́ àti sọ́nà kò ń ṣe léèní kò ń ṣe lánàá so on that note we are going to start the program ṣé ká record I think so ká tó máa tẹ̀síwájú ká share link yẹn èmi náà fi sáré gbé link yẹn lọ sí orí WhatsApp group wa ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ò béèrè link WhatsApp group wa mo ní níbẹ̀ ni ẹ ti máa gbọ́ nǹkan bó ṣe ń lọ nísìn àwọn máa tètè mọ̀ pé mo ti wà ní live torí bẹ́mi ò bá fi link síbẹ̀ àwọn staff wa máa fi link mi sí ibẹ̀ náà nítorí pé ó rà pé ó ti lọ bí almost 900 làwọn tí wọ́n ti wà láàrin wa ẹ darapọ̀ mọ́ wa ọ̀fẹ́ ni àgbowó lọ́wọ́ yín ní kíyàn kan kó lè sàn kankan nínú ẹ̀ ju pé àwa ta jẹ́ staff nìkan la lè post sínú ẹ̀ àfẹ́ prayer níbẹ̀ àfẹ́ yàn pé àwa nìkan Koikimedia admin nìkan ló máa lè máa post sínú ẹ̀ so mo ti ń post sínú ẹ̀ báyìí so àwọn amọ̀pá ti go live so wàá lè wá darapọ̀ mọ́ wa torí ẹlòmíì ò kì í rí notification àbọ̀rọ̀ mọ̀ yẹ́yìn nísìn so in 3 minutes mo wo time a ti ṣe 7 minutes 41 seconds so in 3 minutes a máa wọnú ètò yẹn so láàárín 3 minutes yẹn ẹ̀yin náà ẹ sáré bá mi pín ẹ bá mi pín àwọn èèyàn wọlé kọ́ wa tún gbọ́ èyí tí a fẹ́ sọ náà lórí ìkànnì wa so mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí pé ṣé dáadáa ni èní lọ lọ́dọ̀ yín èní náà lọ dáadáa lọ́dọ̀ tèmi náà àbí kí la máa ṣe sí ìlú òyìnbó german ni ẹ kúkú ti rí mi ní àárọ̀ tèmi náà ti bá jíjà àti múmu lọ nígbà tí a ṣe fídíò kan ní ìdájí kọ́lọ́n kó fún gbogbo wa ní àlàáfíà tá à ń fẹ́ so mo ti ń pín ètò yẹn báyìí ẹ̀yin náà bá mi máa pín we have just 2 minutes in 2 minutes we will then start the program and we start doing what we love to do so once again my name is OLAYOMI KOIKI popularly known as Koikimedia thumbs up share platform méjì náà la ti ń ṣe live yìí YouTube and Facebook for now until tí a máa fi connect internet yẹn properly so wọ́n ti send the router ìlú òyìnbó wá ti sọ pé ẹ bá mi ṣe báyìí wá bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ so mo kí gbogbo àwọn tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ ní UK náà ẹni tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ ní post office akínyìn ẹni tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ ní iṣẹ́ ìjọba èyí tẹ̀ ń tajà Ọlọ́run jẹ́ kí a máa rí ajé tàtàṣe tí wọ́n ní London gbogbo nǹkan náà tí wọ́n lọ́tún lọ́sí àmọ́ bí ogun tó ń jà yẹn náà ni prime minister wa tẹ̀ wà ní Saudi Arabia báyìí mo kí ní Belgium mo kí yín ní Qatar èèyàn kan pè mí láti Ìbàdàn lánàá ó ní Mr. Koiki mo ṣì wà nílé mo ní ilé kí lẹ̀ ń ṣe nílé ẹ padà sí Qatar ni wọ́n ní airport ti close mo ní kí ló máa wá ṣẹlẹ̀ báyìí wọ́n ní kò sí nǹkan kan tó máa ṣẹlẹ̀ ju pé ibi iṣẹ́ ni kò ní sanwó fáwọn àbọ̀rọ̀mọ̀yé nísìn lára wàhálà tí ogun yẹn dálẹ̀ nìyẹn ẹlẹ́lẹ́ni tó kọ̀ rọra wálé pé kóun wá yọjú sí ilé kóun dẹ̀ kí àwọn mọ̀lẹ́bí ó dẹni tí kò lè padà sí Qatar nísìn látara pé wọ́n ti ti airport wọn bí láàárín ọ̀sẹ̀ méjì tí ogun yẹn máa wà ní calm nísìn bóyá gbogbo ẹ̀ á lọ bó ṣe yẹ kó lọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí let's now kickstart the program Mo ń try láti fẹ́ wo bí tí mo ti fẹ́ mú ètò tìrọ̀lẹ́ mo fẹ́ wo angle wo ni ká ti mú. We are now recording, and that means I will not be mentioning names for now. My name is OLAYOMI KOIKI. Today is the 9th of April 2026, 14 minutes past 8 p.m. in the United Kingdom, where I am currently making this live transmission and the audio. 14 minutes past 8. Normally, we would say 2014. 2014. We are using a 24 hours clock. 2014. But for the benefit of those that are in Africa and mostly in Nigeria, I will just say it is 14 minutes past 8 or quarter past 8. Very important that we are putting date and time with this kind of broadcast. Many of you have seen what has happened recently in terms of the situation in Nigeria. I'm talking about today. Because every day in Nigeria, a lot of things happen. Every day. It depends on where you're looking at. Sometimes etigbo, sometimes elema etigbo. But let me cast from this, one of my officer in the Nigerian military that sent me a message. The message was sent around almost, let me leave it like that, with pictures and videos. And let me read what the message is all about. Some of you have seen this picture circulating on the social media. I'm sure you've seen it. You've seen it already. Okay, yeah. This is not a kind of picture we want to share because the family are in grief. I know what it is like when somebody died. Now I know better, especially after my mother died. Kò ṣe pé a ní feelings tẹ́lẹ̀, but ẹni tó bá wá súnmọ́ ẹ bí ìṣọ̀run tó bá jáde láyé, you will feel the pain from that. So for the family of this, our brother, this army brigadier, we are not here to make it more painful for you, but we are only here to just put things in the perspective of what can we do and what can be done in terms of Nigeria as a whole, the insecurity as it is, and probably maybe there might be some solution to the whole crisis of the insecurity in Nigeria today. When we look at the insecurity, a couple of days ago, I was talking about the persecution of Christians. But it's not just Christians that are being killed or maimed or destroyed of lives and property. Even the government, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, also know that there is a lot of insecurity in the country. And when the president was in the UK, President Tinubu spoke with Kistama. Kistama is currently in the Gulf, trying to, do what they have to do, especially with the situation in the Middle East. When President Tinubu came to London, this was approximately 3 weeks ago. Ẹ jẹ́ ká kọ́kọ́ gbọ́ a sound clip of what the president said then to Kistama regarding the insecurity that we are facing in Nigeria and what Britain can do, to support. I don't want that sound to come through with it. So, but today, this is what we know when it comes to the insecurity in Nigeria. Let's listen to the NTA news where we're picking up the soundbite.
Nigerian and Britain to further strengthen ties to improve the lives of their people. President Tinubu was speaking at the meeting with British Prime Minister Keir Starmer in London. State House correspondent Musbao Danwahab reports that both countries also completed a deal on the modernization of the Lagos seaports.
Day 2 of a historic state visit to the United Kingdom. President Bola Tinubu arrives at the Downing Street. House 10 was the destination to meet with the head of the British government. This is a meeting that signals a new level of government-to-government relations between Nigeria and the host country. The intent was tabled here and dissected by the two teams. The common interest is to consolidate on the bilaterals and trade relations. President Tinubu underscores the importance of this as he acknowledged the impact of the global realities on countries of the world, including
in terms of the the analysis from the the individual that was doing the voiceover around it. But bear with us, Mashawala later.
Nigeria and Britain. The Nigerian leader believes citizens of both countries stand to gain from these new prospects.
Britain and Nigeria must gain something. That is the whole idea of the bilateral between President Tinubu and the UK government. What do you think you will gain, or what is Britain going to gain? Tó bá tẹ̀ jẹ́ pé security lásán la bá gain from Britain, it might be of big impact, and maybe we will not lose somebody like this in terms of today. Before I play the video further, let's read what the my source in the military sent to me. A Nigerian Army Brigadier General has paid the supreme price on other heavy loss in the continuous counter-terrorism operations in the Northeast. This follow multiple attacks by terrorists spread across 4 locations last night. Last night, the 8th of April 2026. Enini 9 April 2026. So, Niano, while you were sleeping, while you were doing other things, àwọn agbésùmọ̀mí tó ń pààyàn wọ́n operate in 4 different locations according to my military source. The first attack was launched in Puka and Bakinruwa, both in Gwazo local government area of Borno State at exactly 10:30 p.m. on Wednesday, Thursday. Thursday leni. Are you with me? Ni Thursday, ọjọ́ kẹsàn-án nínú oṣù kẹrin ọdún 2026. Ní ọjọ́ kẹjọ oṣù kẹrin 2026 yẹn lánàá ní aago 10 àbọ̀, depending on what time zone you are. Wọ́n operate tó ń pa àwọn èèyàn, ìyẹn àwọn Boko Haram. During the attack, the insurgent overran the military base. Now, maybe some of you don't know what a military base looks like. Kò ń ṣe bí tí an ordinary, even in the UK, tí mò ń gbé, ó kò lè pa gidi wọnú military base. Ó kò lè jí láàárọ̀ kó ní ó fẹ́ wọnú military base. Kí ló máa ná wá níbẹ̀? Kí ló máa ná sọnù? Báwo ni àwọn Boko Haram ṣe wá ráyè wọnú military base tó ń overrun it? Maybe we go back to this video. Bóyá nísìn Britain máa ní nǹkan tó lè ṣe láti fi ran President Bola Tinubu lọ́wọ́, based on the President Tinubu on the need for Nigeria and Britain to strengthen their ties.
We need much of the trade agreements, to stimulate more economic relationship that will build our two nations. And Nigeria is currently going through a very strong reform of the economy.
With Nigeria still combating internal security issues.
With Nigeria still combating insecurity, out of that insecurity, we lost this individual. Not an individual because he has a name. I'll come back to that. During the attack yesterday night, the insurgent overran a military base, setting a number of hardware ablaze. Tabani hardware mean kò ń ṣe fìlà ló ń sọ, kò ń ṣaṣọ military ló ń sọ, equipment táwọn military láti máa fi bá àwọn the same terrorists jà, wọ́n wá dáná sun gbogbo ẹ̀. Èyí tó lè kó lọ, wọ́n kó lọ, èyí tó lè jí, wọ́n jí. They also burnt construction machinery belonging to the state government. Mostly people like that also need food. So wọ́n wá lásán láti wá destroy. Àwọn náà need oúnjẹ tó máa jí lọ padà sínú ibi tó ti ń operate, bíá nínú forest ni, nínú mountain ni. They also looted food items from 2 shops in Puka town. Hours later, at about 12 a.m., remember, they arrived around 10:30 p.m. Nígbà tó máa fi di 12 a.m., the terrorists launched another attack on Banishik and Ngudu town. In Banishik, they overrun 29 task force brigadier. These are not just ordinary military. These are military that have been trained to operate, to stop any kind of attack, not on their own base, but to protect Nigeria. Because the military are the last resort, láti protect ìlú. The police are there to stop any kind of, lawlessness. But when you come to military, military on Shanti, you can just brush aside. They are there to protect the country. But in a situation where the military are now being overrun, then we should all be worried and concerned. My name is OLAYOMI KOIKI. This is Koikimedia, bringing the world closer to your doorstep. Let's go back again to the video, which is an audio you are listening to. President Tinubu ló ń sọ̀rọ̀ lọ́wọ́ báyìí.
President Tinubu sought the support of Britain in this regard.
Being the largest city in West Africa, country in West Africa, and only continent challenged by, terrorism and
So, President Tinubu also knows that terrorism is a big threat, not to Nigerians, but to his government. And DBT Atiwan sọ pé this is the time that could finalize, gbogbo tó ní láti finalize, and give Chief Sunday Igboho that part of the security that he needs. Not that there will not be military, there will not be police, there will not be other security, Amotekun, OPC, whatever. But kọ́kọ́ fún Baba Olóyè náà ni the clear go ahead to start operating in that part of Southwest, and they can also do so with in the other region. So President Tinubu sọ fún Keir Starmer in London, we have terrorism that is affecting us. Now, can we say that the US government that released information about insecurity in Nigeria is now giving travel advisory? As of today, 89, news is coming out across different parts of Nigeria. And I want to use the one that most of you like, even though you are meant to like Koikimedia better. Because Koikimedia is the only one that speaks the language that you understand. Now, travel advisory is given when there is something. Travel advisory. US to Nigeria, their citizens. Kí ni wọ́n sọ fáwọn ọmọ ìlú wọn tó ta sí àwa náà létí? From what we are hearing today, at about 9 hours ago, remember this is 8:30 p.m. now, on the BBC Pidgin, why the US government tells staff for their Abuja embassy to come out, list 23 states for Nigeria as do not travel. We have 36 states. I need 36 states. American government sọ fáwọn ọmọ ìlú wọn àti staff wọn pé nínú 36 tí Nigeria níyàn má jẹ́ ká rí ẹ ní 23 states. Should we be worried? Should we be concerned as citizens? Whether you are not worried or you are worried, the situation is already getting out of hands. And that is why President Tinubu, going back to that audio again, stated to the Prime Minister, kí lẹ lè bá wa ṣe sọ̀rọ̀ yìí, ẹ já follow nǹkan tó sọ sí. President Tinubu ní àwọn tó ń wọlé yẹn láti ọ̀nà Sahel wọ́n gbà wọlé. Báwo la ṣe lè block ibẹ̀ yẹn? Báwo la ṣe lè defend àwọn èèyàn wa? Mo kẹ́yìn èèyàn wa lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí. Let's listen to this. A ṣì máa ṣàlàyé two major things before the end of the broadcast that I want to be clear on this night show. The brigadier that was killed, the US travel advisory, those two seems to have happened simultaneously. Please share. 105 people ló ń wò wá. Èèyàn 15 péré ló click lórí thumbs. We have 105 of you. Ten wò mí báyìí, ẹ̀ ń wò mí báyìí. Orí TV lẹ ti ń wò mí ni. I'm talking about lórí YouTube. Orí phone ni, orí laptop ni. Ẹ ṣì lè bára lọ thumbs up. Ẹ come out of the broadcast and do the thumbs up for us. It's also great. Also, you can support our channel. It's ethical. You can do it. It's voluntary by sending donation through the email. Babawa Sunodu, thank you so much. I receive your donation frequently through PayPal. You're in America. You know, it's a $3. No, it's about $5. It goes a long way. But she send $5 here. Moti share naira. Moti send the sound to one no. You know, because we have to keep paying our staff. You know, we have to buy data. We have to pay them, and we also have to look after ourselves as well. So if you want to help us, we have an OPay account, 610-429-90167. Matupe kan si OPay, 610-429-0167. Or tó bá dẹ̀ pé First Bank mi tẹ́ni náà ni 30-96-80-88-48 Olayomi Koiki. And if you're in the UK, you don't want to send money to the Naira, you can reach out to me. I will give you the UK bank account details. It is all voluntary. Thank you so much. 4 years ago, thank you so much from brother Wani France. And Lord Ramileti video. He stays in Paris. And he says, Koiki, be oti lori, but just a reminder and a refresher. Because it is good sometimes to bring back some of these videos and then help us to manage the situation. This is former Navy Commodore Kunle OLAYOMI on the channel's morning show, and this is what he has to say 4 years ago on a live show that has now become about something that we should watch and listen. Let's listen to him as he was being interviewed and what he said 4 years ago.
Nigerian Defense Academy and kill officers and get away with it. Yeah. The last time I was in NDA was in 2017. I went to carry out an investigation by the Minister of Defense. I wanted me to check what is going on with the training and the security environment there. I remember I spent about a week at NDA with the commandant and with the staff, you know. But something struck me, and that was every Friday, the gate of NDA is thrown open, and everybody have access to come and pray in the mosques. And I want to actually enjoin journalists to go to all military formations across the country on Friday by 1 o'clock. You are going to see the same thing happening across all military formations, including Naval Training Command at Papa, including the division in Ibadan, including NDA, including Jaji. I was in Jaji in 1994 for my junior division. And every Friday, our gate is thrown open. And everybody comes in to pray in our mosques. Even though they have their mosque outside. If you go to defense headquarters, I serve at defense headquarters as the Deputy Director, Defense Administration between 2015 and 2017. Throughout my 2 years at defense headquarters, I received visitors only twice because of the strict security architectures at the defense headquarters. But every Friday, the gate of defense headquarters is thrown wide open for everybody to come in and do Jumat. That is the time the terrorists have the time to profile our security environment.
Now, take note of that. One in the Ojo Jimo, the Nigerian military barracks are open. Everybody, Ewa Kirun. There's nothing wrong with that, right? You will say. But there is also a security threat that is explaining. And this security threat now, it's not the first time that the US is giving travel advice. But let's look at it. The United States government has now updated Nigerian travel advisory. Order non-essential staff evacuation at Abuja Embassy. Why would a government be telling their citizens to evacuate their embassy if something is not known yet? Or maybe something is known, but it's not known to we, the Nigerian citizen. Bí àwọn nìkan ló ní information yẹn lọ́wọ́. Kí ni nǹkan tó tún rí? It's not the first time that they are giving travel advisory, but kí ni nǹkan tó tún rí recently ní ìní ọjọ́ kẹsàn-án? The US State Department of State has updated its travel advisory for Nigeria to reflect changes in embassy operations as it begins evacuating non-essential staff from its mission in Abuja amid pé nǹkan kan àbí nǹkan àbó tí máa ṣẹlẹ̀ àbí kò ní ṣẹlẹ̀, heightening security concerns. The U.S. Department of State has updated this. Widespread violent crime, including terrorism, kidnapping, banditry, now put foreigners, especially Americans, at heightening risk of adoption. Large regions in both North and Southern Nigeria are under level 4. Do not travel status. Level 4. The U.S. has increased direct involvement in Nigerians' counterterrorism efforts, including the recent strike to ṣẹlẹ̀ láìpẹ́. The decision was announced actually yesterday on the 8th of April by the U.S. Department of State, reflect mounting concern over widespread insecurity across Africa's most populous nation. Violent crime, including terrorism, kidnapping, banditry, has become increasingly common with the foreign nationals. My question then is, what do we need to do? And how do we stop this insecurity? Because even the president that was in UK 3 weeks ago is asking the British government to help out. Now, level 4 is what the US government says, do not travel to places that I'm going to be mentioning if you're an American citizen. In the north, states include Borno. Now, Borno State is where the recent attack yesterday led to the Brigadier Army that you're seeing here in the picture by yesterday. Now, before we go to our state, the America, let's quickly look at this story quickly. A Nigerian Army Brigadier General has paid the supreme price on another heavy loss in the continuous counterterrorism operations in the Northeast. This followed multiple attacks by the terrorists spread across 4 locations last night, 8th of April 2026, in Borno State. The first attack was launched in Puka and Bakinruwa, both in Gwaza local government area of Borno State, at around 10:30 p.m. local time on Wednesday. During the attack, the insurgent overran a military base, setting a number of hardware ablaze. They also burned construction machinery belonging to the state government. They also looted food from a shop in Pukwa town, 2 shops precisely. Hours later, at about 12 a.m., the terrorists launched another attack on Banishik and Ingwadu towns. In Banishik, they overran 29 task force brigadier, destroying several military vehicles. They also killed the brigade commander, Brigadier General O.O. Brahima, the picture we showed earlier, who stood his ground to defend the base and his men. This brigadier refused to back out, refused to run away, but he actually paid with his life, and may his soul rest in peace. They also burnt some transit vehicles in the town after operating for 3 hours. 1, 2, 3. Wákàtí mẹ́ta ni wọ́n fi operate, and you wonder whether there was a backup or some other, that could have rescued them. The attack on Ingwadu, which is close to Benishik, appears to have been a division aimed at preventing reinforcement from reaching. So while they were attacking the barracks, they were also protecting any reinforcement of the Nigerian military to come around and help. The military has yet to issue an official statement. R.I.P. Inanilai Walina Rajum. What a country we are defending. This is him now with the R.I.P. Now, these are the videos that I got sent to me.
I know it's you. Now God, now only God save men. Only God.
It's not easy. Now only God. This was sent to me by the military source today.
Don't cast.
That is some of the military hardware, and this is more videos. Actually, I was sent 3 videos. I'll post it on my Koikimedia WhatsApp. Everywhere don't cast. So this is more building.
See that lady now. See that lady. This is the Amstone now. They're born everywhere.
Now, when I sent a message at about 17:55 to my source, I said, sad. And he said, yeah, with a thumbs up. He now wrote a message back to me and said, Nigerian army is used to defense method, while Boko Haram uses attacking strategy. Often meaning it is very rare for our troops to go after them. Instead, they are the ones coming to attack our men in the stationary position. In 10 years, shall I for me pé àwọn ló yẹ káwọn máa lọ attack àwọn agbésùmọ̀mí Boko Haram yìí. But àwọn Boko Haram ló wá attack àwọn nínú barracks. And this is what former Navy Commodore Omo Olawumi was saying in that clip that we were listening to. And he also said, too bad. Someone who is fighting a war, instead of taking the fight to the enemy den, instead the enemies are the ones coming to us. What a painful and disastrous way of fighting. And I'll be sending this to my WhatsApp group now. So if you're in that group, you are going to have the privilege, to watch the video, and I'll probably put it on my status for the benefit of those. I will not post it on the Facebook and YouTube, but at least I've given you, a bit of the glimpse of it. But let's listen to, I have few videos that just videos that we've watched before, just to add it to what we're doing right here this evening. Let's listen to the late Malafia. May so rest in peace.
Which
Which is it for you, Dr. Badaya? Do you think the government is unwilling or unable to protect the people of Southern Kaduna?
In fact, it is not only unable, it is unwilling, and we have good reason to feel that they are part and parcel of the killers. Let me make some revelations to you.
That's a very big allegation, Dr. Obadiah. The government is part and parcel of the killers.
Yes.
That's big.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. How would the government just say, oh, it is revenge killing and so on? Then you leave it there. Oh, because it is revenge killing and so on and so forth. The body language of this administration, the body language of the state government.
And this was when Buhari was in government.
That they have a hand in the killings. No doubt about it. Because, you see, General Abacha, and people don't give him his due. Do you think you would have tolerated such nonsense? And let me make some revelations, because some of us also have our own intelligence networks.
Okay.
Have met with some of the bandits. We have met with some of their high commanders. One or two who have repented. They have sat down with us, not once, not twice. They told us that one of the northern governors is the commander of Boko Haram in Nigeria. Boko Haram and the bandits are one and the same thing. They have a sophisticated network.
Now, let's pause there. This video was before he died and during Buhari's tenure. Nothing has changed because we just talked about a brigadier that was killed in... this was not a brigadier that died going to fight the Boko Haram. The Boko Haram brought the fight to the barracks. Bí ẹ̀gbọ́n tí mò ń sọ, wọ́n gbé ogun yẹn wá ká wọn mọ́ inú barracks wọn. Lọ fi pa brigadier ẹ̀. Tó bá jẹ́ pé ó lọ bá wọn jà lọ́hùn lọ́pàá sàn, àní ó lọ jà, yes, victory. But wọ́n gbógun yẹn wá ká wọn mọ́nú ilé. And this is what the late Malafia said then. I'm going to just rewind for a few seconds and listen again. This is what he has to say then.
One of the northern governors is the commander of Boko Haram in Nigeria.
Who is that governor that up till today, we don't know a name, even though there are names and different speculations? What is the government doing to bring this name out and clear the air once and for all? With Talon sponsor, why is it difficult to find out who is sponsoring this terrorist? Why is it difficult? Kí ló dé tó difficult láti fún wa dáhùn tó ń sponsor terrorism? At least we know when people that are doing, illegal or illicit drugs, their names are published. We see their pictures. We know there are people who they are. But why is it difficult to get names of people that are involved? Before I go back to Malafia, because like I said, this video is not going to be long. Let's go back to Comrade Kunle Olayomi again, 4 years ago.
Has that always been the case? It has always been the case. I've served the military intelligence for the past 35 years. It has always been the case. Our problem is religion and social-cultural. People expect me to come here and start talking about kinetics, about operation and so on. I've been an operational commander all my life. I've commanded warships, I've commanded troops, I've commanded men outside Nigeria and so on. But I'm not going to come to your station to discuss kinetics. The problem is not kinetics. In 2017...
Listen to this side.
2016. I'm always a member of the Security and Intelligence Brief at the Defense Headquarters. I told them, General Shakin then, that the challenge we have in this country cannot be solved the same way we solved the problem of Niger Delta. The Niger Delta problem was solved during Yar'Adua time, basically by me. And I told them that we can't use that same template for Boko Haram. I told General Shakin to look at the center of gravity of the problem. And we all came together. I was made a member of the committee, including Atahiru that just died was a member of that committee in 2016-2017. And we came to a conclusion after several arguments. And the arguments were three. to identify the center of gravity of the problem, one group said it is the fighters, the Boko Haram fighters are the center of gravity, so we should go after them. Another group said the center of gravity of Boko Haram is Abubakar Shekau. So if we go after Abubakar Shekau, then the problem of Boko Haram will be solved. I took exception to the group. I said that is not the center of gravity of the problem of Boko Haram insurgency that we were having between that 2012 and 2017. And General Shaka asked me, OLAYOMI, why are you giving problem? What is the problem? Give us the answer. And I told General Shaka that if I tell you the answer, you're not going to be able to solve the problem.
Okay.
So what is the problem?
What is the problem?
I said the center of gravity of Boko Haram and insurgency in Nigeria are the sponsors of that program.
Now, sponsor again. Àwọn olóhùn kówó sílẹ̀. And this is what Malafia said. Let's go back to Malafia as well. Now you can see that the reason why this insecurity is not going anywhere is because it seems that there are some people making some headway to put their own mark in the country.
Boko Haram and the bandits are one and the same thing. They have a sophisticated network. During this lockdown, their players were moving up and down as though there was no lockdown. Moving ammunitions, moving logistics, moving money, and distributing them in different parts of the country. They're already in the south, in the rainforest of the south. They're everywhere. They told us that when they finish these rural killings,
Okay.
they will move to phase 2.
What is the phase 2?
The phase 2 is they will go into the urban cities, going from house to house, killing prominent people.
And they've done that very well. Because I don't want the video to go in a very long one, I'm going to, bring the last part and then we will wind it down. And that part is, what is it that America government knows again? Don't hide the phone at all. And how do we, our Omo Iromalade, how do we protect ourselves? How do we defend ourselves from all these situations that is coming to our face every day? We are seeing it. Are you worried? Are you scared? Or should we just say, okay, oyambe enikan lo tin ṣẹlẹ̀, Ọlọ́run ní jẹ́ kó ṣẹlẹ̀ wá sísàlẹ̀ wa? What is your own take on this issue? This issue has been ongoing that we have talked about for many years. But it seems now it's getting worse on a daily basis. And if we don't do anything, we might all be consumed by this cancerous terrorism that is taking place in Nigeria today. We can still do something. We can do something. But I pray it will not be too late before we do something. Because if it gets too late, we will all be consumed. I'll play one more video before I will end this broadcast. Listen to this. I'm sure you've listened before. Listen to this.
What's your name? I'm Mr. Baba. Huh? You Mr. Baba. What local government? Where are you from? I'm from Manchester. Where in Manchester? Where are you from originally? Kaduna State. From where? Kaduna State. Kaduna State. I'm Alimodi by name. Okay. Yes, I'm from Kaduna State. Okay. I'm your brother? Yes. And you are coming out under what local government? Lagos Island. Local government. Yes. Do you have a family house in Lagos Island? No. Okay. What's your name? Luka David. What? Luka David. Luka? David. Where are you from? From Kaduna State. Kaduna State. What local government are you coming out from? Oshodi. Who gave you the indigenship certificate? National.
I'm sure some of you remember that video.
Where are you from?
Don't be one, where are you from? How did you get the indigent form? Láti Kaduna, láti Bosibo. we need to wake up. The reality might not be longer anymore because the reality is already with us. I pray for the souls of those that died in Plateau State again on Easter Sunday. I pray for those that lost their life in Borno State. We will continue to highlight some of these problems, and we hope, the government will also continue to look into those issues before everyone is consumed. My name is OLAYOMI KOIKI. I hope this little information that we've shared again tonight will get somewhere to you, and you can also help us to share it to others as well. And on that note, enjoy the rest of the evening until I catch up with you again some other time. God bless Yorùbáland. God bless all our leaders, and God bless Koikimedia team that are working day and night. Thank you so much. Bye for now.